Hey guys, welcome to Chopper History today, brought to you by Indian Motorcycles and Law Tigers. So big shout out to Indian as well as Law Tigers. If you guys haven't gone and test ridden a new Indian, I suggest the Challenger. Go test ride one. And if you are unfortunately in the market for a motorcycle attorney, give Law Tigers a call. They have lawyers all over the country that can help you, as well as they are real motorcycle enthusiasts. These guys ride. They're great guys. They're at all the events. Their goal is to have, I think, as many blow up Tigers all over the place as they can. So give Law Tigers a shout. As well as if you see them, thank them for sponsoring Chopper History. Let them know that you watch it, you tune in and see our shows every Thursday at noon. So big shout out to them. I also want to give my fellow antique outlaw, Sean, a congrats. He made it to the next round of the Biltwell People's Champ. So that means he's going to Born Free, going to the Biltwell Party. Hopefully he wins the whole contest. So thank you guys all for voting for him. Here is our Daytona schedule. If you guys are going to Daytona and you're going to be looking for us, we have Sons of Speed, which is Saturday, March 4th at New Smyrna Speedway. I will be racing 2 different motorcycles on that day, as well as the Perowitz Paint Show. It is Wednesday, March 8th. So make sure you guys come out to the Broken Spoke. If you have a custom paint job, enter our show. If you don't, come and spectate because we get some pretty cool bikes out there. It's a good atmosphere. It's fun. Come out and hang out with us. That's Wednesday, March 8th at the Perowitz Paint Show. And then Thursday, March 9th, Willie's. We will be there in the morning. And then in the afternoon, do you know what the name of the show is?
I think it's Motorcycle Mafia, but it's at Destination Daytona. It's going to be a pretty cool show. It's a lot different than Willie's. Willie's show is all about older stuff and really cool choppers. The show up at Destination, I think it's Motorcycle Mafia, is all the real custom stuff, custom painted stuff. And I'm going to be there to give a paint award. I'm going to pick the best paint of the show. And so go to Willie's in the morning and stop up to Daytona, Destination Daytona in the afternoon, and check out all the cool bikes.
Yeah, so that's Thursday, March 9th. So DP will be in 2 locations on Thursday. Willie's on Route 1, and then up at Destination in the afternoon for the bike show up there. So you guys can catch him at either one of those or both. Also, don't forget, if you guys want one of our Perowitz shirts or hats, go over to competitiondistributing.com. They are selling shirts and hats. If you guys want to rock them in Daytona, I suggest going and ordering them now so that you'll have them for Florida. And don't forget to follow us on YouTube. Just search Perowitz. I'm sure you can find it. There it is. So give us a follow. We try to upload videos over there constantly. And one more thing. Sorry for all this paperwork. If you guys haven't entered, please go and enter this contest. It's winsonsofspeed.com. There's a ton of cool stuff that you'll win. A VIP race package, which includes a $500 gift certificate to Northern Tool. It gets to Competition Distributing. You're going to get a painted cup from me. Tons of other stuff. There is a lot in this prize pack. So go enter winsonsofspeed.com. The contest ends on February 15th. Okay, so today we have Darcy from Northern Tool. Let's just cut to the chase. Hey, Darcy.
Well, good morning.
How's it going?
So far, so good, but it's early. Everything could change.
Yeah. So before we kind of get into it, let me play this video again, because I know we get like late bloomers that come on here. So let's play this video. So that was a pretty good video. You guys did a good job
It is. That's
Thank you.
excellent.
putting
Thank
that
you.
together. So this contest ends tomorrow, correct?
Correct, at midnight.
So tell people how can they vote for their favorite helmet.
Yeah, the link is in the video, and I think you've got the video posted, but they can also go to Northern Tool and we can post it here in your live chat. There's 3 helmets. One of those helmets gets the most votes. We're actually going to move into production, and we will sell that helmet at our stores and online in August. So
Okay.
it's the first time Northern Tool has ever done anything like this. And the reaction so far has been fantastic. People are just crazy about all 3 of the designs that Perowitz did. You know, up until yesterday, we had a pretty strong lead on the front runner, but then the gap closed. So we won't say which one is 1 and 2, but 2 took a sneak route last night and is closing in on number 1.
Wow.
So
Very cool.
I mean, I'm a little biased to one of them, but
Yes.
I do think that the flame one that's such a good iconic Perowitz
Yeah.
one. Is
Yeah,
that the
so
one
if you look at them in order of how you just showed them, Jerry, Jody, the front one is, we called it the Patriot, and then the middle one is called Timeless, and the last one is called Old School. And like you, Patriot has a strong following. In fact, we got a veiled threat from Billy Lane that said if we don't send him a Patriot helmet, he doesn't care how cold it is in Minnesota. He's coming up here and doing donuts on the front lawn at the corporate headquarters of Northern Tool.
Boy, that's pretty cool. Cause
Yeah. So he's a big fan of Patriot.
yeah, I am as well. I think, and that's our bread and butter as well as his, that we're American. We work on American motorcycles. This is what we are. So for us, red, white, and blue runs strong.
Yeah, I love it too, but it's not my favorite. My vote lies somewhere else.
I'm going to guess somewhere in the middle.
Somewhere in the middle, shall we say?
Anything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when do they get announced?
We'll close the voting tomorrow, so Friday night at midnight, and then on the 15th, we're going to make the announcement of the winning helmet. And along with that, people who are interested can pre-order their helmet right now at that time. And then that helmet, as soon as it arrives in our stores, it'll be shipped to their homes the first part of August. Yep.
Oh, cool.
Wow, that is really cool.
Yeah, very cool.
How much will these helmets sell for?
Well, if you think those helmets are cool, you should be sitting down when I tell you how much we're going to sell them for. The goal was to create a helmet that everyone could afford, especially kids that are taking welding classes in high school. So Northern Tool has made a big investment in these helmets to make them available in August for $99.
Wow, $100. That's pretty good.
So a custom Perowitz helmet, custom design, will be for sale in our stores for $99. And in fact, I'm bringing all 3 of them to Sons of Speed for Dave to autograph on camera, so people can see the winning one and he can hold it up and we can do all sorts of fun pictures. But we're going to autograph each of them and then put them sort of up as display at our corporate office, because we'd like this to be the first of many in a series.
Jody's got to autograph
The Patriot.
Yeah. Well, you know, Darcy, I don't know if you, but my girlfriend Laura, she does you know, metal you know, she makes things out of metal and
she
everything.
messes with metal.
Yeah. Well, anyways, she just graduated last night from welding school.
Nice. That's awesome.
She just took a 3-month course, and she went to school 3 days a week for 3 months, and she graduated on the top of her class.
Wow. So which helmet did she vote for? Maybe we can hook her up.
Well, you know, she hasn't decided,
All
but I'll
right.
let you know.
Darcy, what are you gonna do with the helmets after the contest?
Well, we're definitely going to put them on display at our corporate office. And then we'd like to, as we've talked about between Northern Tool and Perowitz, is create a series. So do this again next year with 3 new designs. And
Yeah.
at some point, we'd like to have the whole series on display and be able to sometimes move that to our stores for people to come and see all of them, or
Yeah.
maybe move them to a museum. You just never know what we'll do. When I was thinking about what's the best way to grow the brand for clutch welding accessories, I thought, well, why don't we have a custom clutch helmet with a custom design,
Yeah.
And Dave, I don't know if you'll remember this, but I sure do. I sent you a purple earring about the size of a quarter way back when in 1983 with all of the sheet metal from my very first Harley Sportster 883. And
Oh,
you
no.
painted my first bike that purple, and it was like scratch marks down the tank and the fenders, and then pinstriped in green, and the rest was black. Do you remember that?
I do. Now that you mention it, I do. Wow, that was a long time ago.
And I
Darcy, you
just thought the feeling of that and having something painted by a Perowitz and having a custom paint job, if I could share that with kids in high schools all across the country as they're learning to weld and learning how to do the tough jobs that we have such a significant labor shortage for, how cool would it be? So I was so grateful when you accepted the invitation for the challenge on this one. And I hope that people have the same reaction to it as I did that many years ago. I mean, where could you ever get anything like this for $99?
Yeah, no, I agree. It's such a cool deal. It really is.
Yeah, we're very proud to be working with you guys on this, and proud to be doing all sorts of things with you into the future.
Yeah. Now, it'd be pretty cool if we could display those 3 helmets at our paint show.
That's what I was just gonna ask
Yeah.
her.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
I was literally thinking the same thing. You gotta
Right.
bring them to our paint show.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, you know what? I'm going to be in Daytona through the 8th, and I bet we could make that happen because some of you know my dad, Jim Betlock,
Yeah.
who has now become the Betlock South warehouse for Northern Tool and Equipment, because
Yeah.
I've shipped everything to their house for Sons of Speed. He would be
Yeah.
thrilled to have those 3 helmets moved to another location for a short time. He
Yeah,
keeps
no.
calling me saying, "This is not a warehouse, Darcy. Why do you keep shipping all of this stuff here?" I said, "Dad, what is the big deal? You're retired now. Just enjoy it." But
Yeah,
you know
but
how he is.
Yeah,
he doesn't have
absolutely.
anything else to balk about now because
You know.
he's retired.
But here's the hilarious part. So all of the things that we've shipped down there for Sons of Speed, he has now assembled and built everything and has it all on display in his garage because, we're bringing down not only a $500 Northern Tool gift card for the Sons of Speed raffle, we're raffling off a brand new North Star pressure washer and a clutch 254-piece tool set at Sons of Speed. So
Wow.
he's got all of that stuff in his garage on display until we cut down to Florida to move it to the track.
Yeah. Well, and also at our Perowitz paint show, Northern Tools is going to be a big sponsor, and we're going to give away a lot of tool sets to all the winners in the show.
Yeah, we're really excited about that. We certainly appreciate the invitation to participate in that. And I worked closely with Jody earlier this week to get the order placed. And I got confirmation yesterday that the order went through and should be arriving to you guys, I would hope, next week.
Okay,
beautiful.
awesome.
Great.
Yeah, we'll start posting so
Yeah.
people can see what they can win
Right.
at our paint show on March 8th. The prizes that you just mentioned for Sons of Speed, did you say a power washer and a toolkit?
A pressure washer and a clutch tool set, 250-piece tool set.
How will people win those?
Outside of the main entry and the concourse, we'll have a small booth set up where people can fill out a raffle entry, and then we're going to pull the winner at the race. And we
Oh,
have a special guest coming, which everybody will hear more about probably in a week or so. We have a special guest that will be on site at the track with us, and he will announce that winner. So the person who wins either the pressure washer by North Star or the clutch tool set, they leave with the prize.
that's
Otherwise,
cool.
they'll have to negotiate with my dad to keep it at his garage, and that probably won't go well.
Yeah, he's gonna start charging you storage.
Yeah.
Right, right.
Now, is your dad going to be at Sons of Speed?
Oh, yes, I've put him to work full time.
Oh, excellent. Good. We'll be
Yes,
looking
so
forward to that.
he will
Yeah.
be coming down. Jay and I arrive on the 28th. That afternoon, we'll be at the track starting the next morning, which I think is Wednesday the 1st. We'll be at the track, Jay and my dad and myself, through Friday through practice. I have someone from our social media team coming down from Northern Tool who will be doing all sorts of live things there. And old Jim will be working the floor. I've got lots of stuff for him to do.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'll be there as well on Wednesday. I
Okay.
know I had asked myself and Tom and Sean if we wanted to come a little early, so we will be there Wednesday and then practice Thursday and Friday.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I really am a big advocate for Sons of Speed. I have been all along. I think it is about the coolest thing going on right now in the industry, and the whole
Oh, it's paint show.
outlaw racing concept is just it's. I mean, I can't wait. I am very excited.
Is this your first one?
I have never actually been to it.
Way too.
Although I talk like I know it inside and out, and I've managed it myself, but I've never been to it. So I can't wait. This is
Yeah.
my cup of tea.
It's pretty cool just hearing these old bikes going
Oh,
around, knowing
know.
that they don't have any brakes, like it's all out. Some of these things are rickety where you don't know if parts are going to come flying off. And
True.
then we always comment that there's two different kinds of races out at Sons of Speed. There's the guys that want to say they race, they were in Billy Lane's race, they have a race bike, like that, that kind of, they don't care if they win, they have no intentions of winning, they just want to be a part of it. And then you get the competitive ones where it's like, I'm out there to win. I want that checkered flag. I am going to go all out. I'm not going to let anybody pass me if I can't physically help it. So it's kind of cool because you get people that just have fun and love it, and then you get the serious ones.
Right. And you know what? For both of those audiences, that's why I identified Sons of Speed as just a magnificent partner for Northern Tool and Equipment, because either party is passionate and both parties work on those bikes themselves, and they're very particular about who they let work on the bikes. We service people who are what we call skilled solvers. They are serious DIYers. We provide them the tools and equipment so they can maintain their bikes and cars and do big projects at their house or do fab, whatever they want to do. We have what they need in our stores. So when I first joined Northern Tool about 6 months ago now, I mean, literally I've been here for 6 months, I started really studying our market and where we had the highest store count and what our customer looks like, and quickly learned that we have 15 stores and growing in Florida, and we have a wonderful presence there. And I thought, well, how can I expose a new audience to Northern Tool? And then it dawned on me, I'm like, well, I think Sons of Speed is about the coolest thing going. I think our customers would too. So we set out and created this partnership. So now it's Sons of Speed powered by Northern Tool and Equipment. And we're really proud of it. We were excited for Speedtober last October at Biketoberfest. And then Ian took us out of the race, all of us. So this will be our first big presence at Sons of Speed, and we're bringing in 40 of our best customers from the state of Florida as VIPs, and they'll be back behind pit road under Billy's tent, and we're going to have a catered lunch for them and really show them a great time, and then remind them why Northern Tool is a great fit for their business.
That's cool.
Yeah, awesome.
I like that you said like you appeal to the DIY people, because as many resources as we have here, I am a total DIY do-it-yourself person, where I have so many projects at home that I'm actually hoping to finish one this weekend. You know, and there's so many resources out there for how to do things. It's just having the equipment, and not everybody's going to spend a lot of money on something. Like if you're doing it as a hobby, you don't need the best of the best, you know, that you don't spend, you know, $400 on something, you spend 150, because you're only going to use it a couple of times, that, you know, but it creates cool projects.
And we offer professional grade tools and equipment. You know, the primary difference between a Northern Tool and equipment and a big box store, in my estimation, and I've now been very lucky and privileged to go visit Northern Tool stores all over the country, is when you walk into a Northern Tool store, and you guys can attest to this, you've been there, there's somebody there who greets you and takes you through the whole process. They know the tools and equipment inside and out. You don't have to echo down an aisle at a big box store and you can't find anyone. Yeah. Northern Tool is very different. The majority of our team members are actually retired pros. They worked in the trades, they use the tools that they sell, and they made a living and made their mortgage off of those tools in their careers. So now they come and help other people at a Northern Tool and Equipment, and it works out great. You learn a lot when you have an experience to shop there.
Darcy, is there any stores in Massachusetts?
It's funny, I was just
like, I'm trying to think of where they were. I know I've been in one, but not here.
Yeah. We are growing right now. We have 130 stores in 23 states, and we are on a very fast trajectory to hit 300 stores by the end of 2026. We're very big in the Southeast. We have an enormous presence in Texas. We have a very large presence in Minnesota, but we also sell everything online at northerntool.com. So you can buy whatever you need, and we have customer service people who you can chat with and ask questions about the tools or equipment you're looking at if you can't go into a store and meet with an associate. But really, really big growth goals for Northern Tool to hit that 300 store mark within 3 years.
Yeah, that's a lot of stores.
Yeah.
So hopefully one in Massachusetts is right up there on the list.
Yeah, I would show you the heat map of where we're headed, but then I'd probably get killed, so I better not.
You'd be going back to Lifetime trying to get another job.
Yeah, no, I'm so glad to be here. I'm really just loving every bit of my job. They actually created a role for me at Northern Tool. I run all of the earned media and PR, sponsorships, partnerships. And what I'm really proud of is the Tools for the Trades program, where I'm working side by side with high schools across the country. And we come in and we make a significant donation to their CTE programming. So auto classes, shop classes, fab, welding classes, to give these kids a chance to take a look at trades as an option, because a 4-year degree isn't for everyone. Some people want to work with their hands. So we like to bring them professional grade tools so they know what it would be like to be a welder and have the right tools. In fact, I think you guys are aware, we just did a big event with Richard Petty on December 8th at his high school in Randleman, North Carolina. And we went in and donated over $25,000 worth of tools and equipment to that high school. And that high school in total, Jody, had 850 kids in it. Over 200 kids, but over 200 of them are in the CTE programming. So they're learning auto shop, they're learning maintenance, repair, restoration, welding. It's really a gigantic need in our country. There's such a big gap for skilled trade laborers. So we're really on a mission to help fill that. And Richard Petty said, wait, I started as a welder. I had to weld on my own cars to keep them on the track. I want to be part of Tools for the Trades. What do you need from me?
That's cool.
We're doing really fun stuff with him and the whole Petty crew. There's a lot going on with them that's yet to come out from a Northern Tool News perspective.
Yeah, we love the Petties. They are good,
Me too.
down-to-earth people.
Yes, and the Moffats that are married into the Petty family, they don't get much better than Brian Moffat and Rebecca and Thad, who's, Richard's grandson, Thad Moffat, is now in the Infinity series, and he's starting to come up through the ranks as a racer.
Yeah, they eat, sleep, and breathe racing like we do motorcycles.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's fun.
So you guys are obviously heavily involved in Sons of Speed, which is Saturday, March 4th, the New Smyrna Speedway. And then the Perowitz Paint Show, which is Wednesday, March 8th at the Broken Spoke. Is there anything else that you guys are going to be at or sponsoring or displaying in Daytona?
No, we'll have our big presence at Sons of Speed, and then our nearest store is in Melbourne. And then we've got other locations in Orlando. What we'd like to do as we grow the relationship with Sons of Speed is have racers like yourself, Jody, come to our stores and meet and have a meet and greet with our customers and bring your bike to put on display. So those are some of the things that we're working on with the Sons of Speed team to put together ways that we can help leverage what's happening with Sons of Speed and get it out to a larger market, much like we did with the Clutch welding helmet series with you. We did our national press release and we gained millions of impressions for the Clutch welding helmet, for the Perowitz brand. We want to do the same for Sons of Speed so more people have access to how cool it is. It really is.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. Even if you don't know anything about old bikes, don't know anything about board track racing, it is a cool atmosphere to just hear those old bikes and see them go around the track. And I mean, we're moving, we're going fast. Tell people, it's a 1920 Harley Davidson, they're kind of like, okay. And then when I say, no, we're going like 75 plus miles an hour in circles with no brakes. Brakes. Yeah. Like what? Huh? Yeah. Like, you can't even comprehend it. So it's all the more you got to come and see it and watch it race. And Andy is doing such a good job promoting, organizing it, because it is a growing event. I mean, from when I started 2018 and to now, it's more than doubled and we've gotten faster. So it needs the organization and, some direction. Exactly what Andy is doing. He's doing a great job. Yeah, it's really exciting. They have over 50, I think is it 53 or 55 racers registered? They said it's going to be the biggest Sons of Speed in history this March. Yeah. Pretty cool. I mean, everybody is excited, whether you're racing in a pit, in the stands, whatever it is, a sponsor. It's really going to be a great event. And not to be sneaky, but Northern Tool is making a very big announcement about Sons of Speed on, we're targeting February 21st. So there is some, if you think it sounds fun now with 50 plus racers, wait until February 21st to hear from us at Northern Tool what else is happening at the track on March 4th. It's a big stinking deal. So I might have a little bit of a hunch of what it is, but I can't wait for that date so that I can start telling people about it. Right. And you only know a little bit of what it is. I know. That's what I was just going to say. Yeah. I'm sure it's a lot more than what I know, but it's been awesome. And our CEO at Northern Tool, I'm a bit of a foreign object to them coming in from gas and oil. And he just keeps saying, what are you doing? I'm like, well, I'm going to do this and I'm putting this together and it's turning into that and it's going to be this. And he's like, okay, go do it. What do you need? I mean, they've been fully supportive of all these different crazy angles we're taking, from Richard Petty to the Perowitz paint job on the Clutch welding helmet. They've been embracing all of it like champs because it's very new to them. They've never had anybody doing the kind of stuff that I'm doing in this role. And bringing in different industries like we're pulling in now. So lots and lots of fun stuff going on. And I'm grateful for their ongoing support. Without that, I wouldn't be
providing prizes for the Parawitz Paint Show in Daytona. We wouldn't be sponsoring Sons of Speed. There's a lot. So we hope that people appreciate the work and the support that Northern Tool and Equipment is doing for these events. And then hopefully they'll give us a shot too.
Well, you know, Northern Tool is pretty fortunate to have you as, you know, a spokesperson to put all this stuff together because of your past experience. You know all of us, and
Right.
you know the motorcycle industry, and it's a perfect fit for you.
Yeah, it's been great. And I've missed being in the industry. You know, I grew up in the industry much like Jody. This has been your life. I grew up in it. My dad was one of the, you know, the founding guys at Drag Specialties, stayed there for decades and then finished his career with Easy Riders. So, I mean, we would go to Sturgis for our family vacations. Yeah, and all my friends, you know, I'd come to school in 3rd grade wearing a Harley t-shirt and all my friends are like, what is wrong with you? I'm like, this is who we are. This is what we do. I mean, I remember building Maltese taillights on the weekends with my dad when drag was just really getting up and running, and then he'd go out and sell that stuff. Yeah. So I've been born and raised in it. I've known Dave my whole life. I've known Jody her whole life. You know, I'm getting ready to get a new bike. I'm thinking about my next paint job and what earring I'm going to send to Dave.
Yeah.
And you know what's fun is my first motorcycle ride was on a 1974 Indian mini bike. That was, and we still have it. So 2 of us rode on the tank, 2 of my sisters and the other 2 sisters, including myself, rode on the seat, and we rode it to the bus stop every morning. And my dad still has it on display in his big garage.
Did your daughter ride it? Did Hopper ride it?
My daughters are very vertically challenged. So they're shrimps. So I actually bought them a trike so they could ride. And it hasn't fully panned out yet. One of them really wants to get into it this year. But yeah, they ride with me. So, you know, both of them have been in a sidecar since before they were 2 years old. And Dave, I think you remember when we pulled up to that hamster party and they had their matching Ladybug helmets on in the sidecar. I actually have Click's old sidecar Ultra.
Oh, no kidding.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Wow. So after Chelsea grew out of their sidecar, then I got Click and Diane's Ultra with a sidecar and put my kids in it. They've been riding in there since before they were 2. And now they ride on the back with me. You know, I'm a big road glide lover. And so, yeah.
And so one of our sponsors is Indian, which AKA used to be Victory. And when I was talking to a particular person yesterday, he's like, yeah, I know Dotsie from the Victory days.
Yeah.
And thing like DP and I were reminiscing about the what was that, like 99-ish?
Well, I launched Victory motorcycles for Polaris. So I left Harley for a brief bit. I worked for Harley for more years than I'm going to admit because I like to think I still look 29. But I was recruited by Polaris to come and I launched Victory motorcycles for Polaris Industries. And I stayed with Victory through the Vegas model. In fact, I brought Arlen and Corey Ness in to do the signature series, the Ness models of Victory motorcycles. And I was very sad to see when Victory was dissolved, but super excited that Polaris continues to invest in Indian and has done such a great job with that brand.
Yeah. Well, you gave me a new Victory in.
Yes.
Oh, is that what it was? Like 2 years?
Yeah.
What did you launch them?
Well, they launched, I think, in 99 or 2000. And then I did a custom builder program with builders like your dad, Arlen, Corey, Matt Hotch, Aaron Green, Paul Cox, Billy, Kendall Johnson, all the builders that we all knew and loved. I would give them each a P build, which was a production bike that didn't make it all the way through the production line. And then they would tear it down and build customs. And I mean, 2 of the best bikes that were ever done, I think one was Arlen and the other one was Hotop. Don Hotop built me a custom Victory that would blow your mind. God dang it, it was so cool. And then I had Arlen build me a Victory bagger before we ever had a bagger. We just had the V92C, the cruiser. And that one, you might remember, Dave, it was pearl white with orange flames. And then I took that across the country on the Kyle Petty charity ride 5 years in a row to expose all of those riders to Victory, because, you know, Victory was the little engine that could. I mean, we were up against Goliath.
Yeah.
And I mean, we grew our brand equity and awareness by 64% after the custom builder program by reassigning those P-build bikes to all the builders that I knew from growing up.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Boy, so I'm going on the Kyle Petty ride again this year, and I
It's my
can't
favorite.
speak highly enough about it. It's just such a great ride.
I say the same, Jody. Anybody who ever asks me about, gosh, you know, I'm going to get into motorcycling, what should I do? What would be the coolest thing you'd put on your bucket list? I'm like, the Petty charity ride, hands down. It's an amazing experience. The camaraderie that you build, and the hospitals and the children you help along the way, and then wrapping everything up at Victory Junction. It just.
Did you do it when Morgan took it over? Kyle's wife?
No.
Because I think Morgan's only taken over in the last. Well, so from last year, you know, I got friendly with so many riders that have been doing it the whole time, 25 years. And they couldn't speak highly enough at how organized Morgan is, and the hotels and the stops, and you know, and I was thinking boy, everybody raved about how great it was back then. If all those people were on it now, they'd really think it was great.
Well, I did the Kyle Petty ride in '99, and I mean, it was awesome. And actually, I built a bike for Kyle, a custom Road King, and I rode it across country. And the ride ended that year at Kyle's farm in North Carolina, and we auctioned the bike off. I was there. Yeah, and Willie Nelson was there.
Yep, I was there, and then the next year it was Toby Keith.
Yeah. So that was quite a deal, and I'll same thing. I can't say enough about the organization on the Kyle Petty ride. It was unbelievable.
It's like a well choreographed dance. I mean, you're running hard miles all day, every day, and you pull up, and waiting for you outside of your hotel room is your luggage and everything. You just go in and say, oh, I'm glad I didn't have to jack around with that, and I'm tired, and I'm this. And they have, you know, the food and beverages you need at just the right time on the ride. All the gas stops are meticulously choreographed. I mean, it's an amazing experience.
Yeah, you never even have to put your feet down.
No. It's awesome.
All right, Darcy. Well, we don't want to take up too much more of your time, so let's plug the helmets again. Here's the helmets, and then I had Ava, which is your girl, Darcy. She commented on here. Let me put it up with the.
Yep. Thank you, Ava, for adding in the link to do the vote. Vote fast, because not only is the time running out, but 5 people will win the winning design helmet. It'll be shipped right to your door. After you vote, you're automatically entered into the contest to win a helmet.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. So 5 people will win, you know, the winning design.
Yep. 5 people will win the winning helmet. And now, you know, there's 2 of them that are neck and neck. So it's going to be a nail biter to see which one crosses the finish line at midnight tomorrow.
So that's northerntoolandequipment.kickoffpages.com. So you guys go over to that website and vote for your favorite helmet, and you can enter the contest. And also, if any of you guys are in the Daytona area on March 4th, Northern Tool will be a huge sponsor of Sons of Speed. It's Sons of Speed powered by Northern Tool.
Northern Tool and Equipment, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So make sure you guys come on out that Saturday, March 4th. And then Wednesday, March 8th is the Perowitz Paint Show, which we will also, you'll have to bring us some kind of swag or something so we can rock Northern Tool.
Well, and you know what else? All of the Sons of Speed merchandise, all of the t-shirts have Northern Tool on the left sleeve.
Oh, that's cool. That's a good
yeah,
idea.
very cool.
Yeah, that's a good
So
idea.
That's exciting.
Cool.
Oh, Billy, he's so sick of me by now. By the time I see him on March 4th, he's gonna,
It's gonna be like, oh, Darcy.
oh, here she comes. Now what does she want?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, we're really looking forward to it, and we're looking forward to hearing which helmet wins the contest, which will
Me
be
too.
Wednesday, this coming
The
Wednesday.
15th. Yep. Wednesday the 15th, we'll send out through all the social channels the winning design. We'll share all of that information with you so you can share it with your followers and fans, so they can hear it firsthand right from Perowitz.
All right,
Right,
yeah, cool.
absolutely. Yeah, sounds great.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see the results.
All
Yeah,
right,
me
so
too.
big dates for Northern Tool is Wednesday the 15th, then the 21st, which is a Tuesday.
Yep, and that'll all be on the 21st. It's all news related to Sons of Speed. Big news.
All right, well, we'll be looking forward to that and definitely sharing the posts. And we appreciate all the support for not only us, but the motorcycle industry, because it helps everybody in turn, keeping motorcycling alive, and especially the antique stuff.
Yeah, a big thanks to Northern Tool and Equipment for trusting us and letting us open up our doors to the motorcycle world.
Yeah. All right, Darcy. Well, thank you very much for coming on. We appreciate
it. Thank you guys. Have a good afternoon. See you in Florida.
Okay,
Sounds good.
bye-bye.
All right, guys. So that was our show today.
Want to go with some of the comments?
Yeah, hold on. And so go over to Northern Tool and vote for your favorite helmet. Why did you see some comments?
Oh, there was just a lot of comments.
Yeah, there was a lot of comments. So Daytona, True Grit, Warren's show, which is Sunday.
Yeah.
Is that at the Broken Spoke?
Yes.
All right. So Warren Lane's show on Sunday, True Grit.
Yeah, great show. A lot of old bikes, antiques. It's awesome show. Warren does a great job.
Yeah. Jeff Zella, he says, curious if the Yellow Biker build-off is still around. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Local guy owns it. He rides it, takes it out once in a while.
Yeah.
He should take it out more than he does, but once with all bikes. Let's see. Hi, D. Hi, Greg Snyder says he uses, I don't see the comment on there, but you use Northern Tool a lot in your business.
Yeah, Calmate trailers. They were, Northern Tools is one of the suppliers for Calmate trailers.
Mm-hmm. Craig Ferry's bought some products at Northern Tool. Let's see. It's Sons of Speed. If you guys don't forget, go enter winsonsofspeed.com for that VIP prize package. There's a ton of good stuff in there. I almost think it's like too much because there's so much stuff in this prize package. So go enter. It's nothing to enter. Can't hurt. And who knows, maybe you'll be in the pits with us with a VIP pass. Let's see. Jonathan. Hey, Jonathan. Let's see.
Hey, Jonathan.
Tim Gibbons, Mike Draco. Here's the link again for the helmets to vote on which one you like best. Voting ends tomorrow, so make sure you go and vote.
Mel Kaufman from Florida.
Yep. Matt French. Steve from Providence. Oh, the dude.
The dude. Richard Young, the dude.
Thanks for always tuning in.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So that's what we got for today. Here's our Daytona schedule again. Saturday, March 4th, Sons of Speed. Wednesday is the Perowitz Paint Show at the Broken Spoke. We're gonna have a ton of cool stuff from Northern Tool and Equipment. We got we ordered a huge amount of things that you guys can use that you can win at our show.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of Northern Tool prizes for our paint show, wrench sets, screwdriver sets, socket sets.
Yeah, we got a ton of cool stuff.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff.
Yeah. And then Thursday, DP will be split between Willie's in the morning, and then in the afternoon he'll be up at Destination at the bike show up there. So if you guys want to catch us in Daytona, that is where we will be. So make sure that you find us and come to the Perowitz Paint Show on Wednesday, March 8th. I think that's it. You got anything else to add to it, Dad?
No, that sounds like it's a wrap.
Yeah.
I have a couple of bike sale. I just picked up is a custom built Nest frame. It's a Nest swing arm frame with an Evo motor and a Dyna transmission. Pretty cool bike. Beautiful paint job on it. The bike's a little rough. It's been sitting outside for a while, but it's got it'll be a start of a really cool project. So if anybody's interested in something like that, just get a hold of me.
All right. So that's it. And a big shout out to what would it be like without GP's phone ringing? You can hit the side button over there, the other side. So shout out to Indian Motorcycles and Law Tigers for sponsoring Chopper History. And one more shout out to Northern Tool. Thank you guys for supporting the motorcycle industry, for doing these cool custom painted helmets and giving us a ton of cool prizes for our paint show, which is Wednesday, March 8th. But otherwise, we will catch you guys next week for another episode. And I guess that's it.
Okay.
See you then.
Talk to you next week.